welcome. Reading the Bible with me. I feel like asking. Like I know somebody's getting some blessings, some breakthroughs. I know it's happening for them because it's happening for me. I know, right? I want to ask for some. Like I know, just if you've been reading your Bible, um, and good thing has been happening, let me know, man. Um, Email me. I got an email, so it's rtb wloke@gmail.com. Email me, man. We want to hear success stories. You know what I mean? Because I know it's working for me, and I know it's working for you if you stick with it and you stay consistent and you're working on building a relationship with them. You continue to work on building a relationship with them. I know it works. Okay. Isaiah 2, is that what we were on? I thought last time I was in here it was like Song of Solomon, yeah? Yeah, man, I'm just getting back from vacay. Vacay wasn't really vacay for me. It was more for her. Yeah, so I guess so. Isaiah 2. Now it will come to pass that in the last days the mountain of the house of the Lord will be firmly established as the highest of the mountains and will be exalted above the hills, and all the nations will stream to it. Stream means something totally different now, right? And many people shall come to say, shall come and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house temple of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways and that we may walk in his paths. For the law will go out from Zion and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. And he will judge between the nations and will meditate disputes for many people. And they will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not lift up the sword against nation. And never again will they learn war. O house of Jacob, come let us walk in the light of the Lord. Most certainly you have abandoned your people, the house of Jacob, because they are filled with influences from the east, and they are soothsayers who foretell, like the Philistines. Also they strike bargains with the children of foreigners. Their land has been filled with silver and gold, and there is no end to their treasures. I'll receive some of that right now. There is no end to my treasures. I'm actually going to write that down. There is no end to my treasures with you, Lord. Yeah, let's add that. Yeah. Their land has also been filled with horses, and there is no end to their chariots. There's no end to the cars in my garage. Their land has also been filled with idols. They worship the work of their hands, that which their own fingers have made. So the common man has been humbled before idols, and the man of importance has been degraded. Therefore, do not forgive them, O Lord. Go among the rocks and hide in the dust, from the terror of the Lord and from the splendor of his majesty. The proud look of man will be degraded, and the arrogance of men will be humbled, and the Lord alone will be exalted in that day. For the Lord of hosts will have a day of reckoning against all who are proud and arrogant, and against all who are lifted up, that they may be degraded. And the wrath of God will be against all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and all the oaks of Bashan, against all the high mountains, against all the hills that are lifted up, against every high tower, against every fortified wall, against all the ships of Tarshish, and against all the beautiful craft. Then the pride of man will be humbled, and the arrogance of man will be degraded. The Lord alone shall be exalted in that day, and the idols will completely vanish. They stricken, deprived of all in which they had trusted, will go into the caves of rocks. It's creative. And into the holes of the ground, from the terror and dread of the Lord, and from the splendor of his majesty when he arises to terrify the earth. And that day men will throw away to the moles and to the bats their idols of silver and their idols of gold, which they made for themselves as objects to worship. They go into caverns of the rocks and into the clefts of the ragged cliffs as they flee from the terror and dread of the Lord and the splendor of his majesty when he arises to terrify the earth. Stop regarding man whose breath of life is in his nostrils. For why should he be esteemed? I know, I don't know. I placed my phone somewhere. Do you know what's crazy? Like, I'll throw my phone, like, I'll just wherever. But, like, my remote controls to the TV, they're either one or two places consistently. But my phone, gotta work on that. Okay, till next time.